Shalom, welcome everybody. Today I want to talk about an important topic that is my experience and that is my experience of my friends, and it gives us an insight into the mindset of our Chachamim, and it's important to understand them because they have a lot to teach us. So when we come to the Talmud and we are studying the Talmud, we start a new topic, a new Mishnah, and the sages bring in great ideas for the same Mishnah. They debate it, they discuss it, and now you're expecting a conclusion, and the topic abruptly changes. They have caused you to think a lot of questions, and these questions are not answered. So you think that you missed something, you go back, you read once again, you go back and you read once again, and you don't understand. And you say, what is the halakha? What is the concept? Why is there open ends? Why are the strings not tied up? By this time, they have caused you to ask a various number of questions. They have asked questions for you. So you start thinking. You go back, forth, and you're thinking, and oops, you get your first answer. You realize that it is your answer. You go back, you check, and you say it fits perfectly, but the sages did not clearly give that answer. So you can call it your baby. Once you feel that way, you feel that you have reached that spirituality, that height. You feel so great about yourself. You could not have felt better if they would have told you. Then you share it with friends, and the friends come out with their conclusions. And their conclusions are different from your conclusions. So now it makes you think again and again. And with experience, after 10 years, there is another conclusion, a third, a fourth, a fifth. And then you realize why the sages kept those open ends. Because again and again you are coming with a different conclusion and you are growing. They wanted you to grow. They did not want you to fix your ideology on one answer. That's why we call them sages. They made you think. They made you come to your own conclusions, and your own conclusions also were not final. At 20 you had a different conclusion, at 30 a different conclusion, 35 different conclusion, and it goes on. Do you want an example? I'll give a Torah example. Let us make man. Let us make man. And the sages say, whoever thinks that there are more than one God, let them think so. Do not disturb. Okay. Let them come to that conclusion. Okay, they'll grow out of it. Then working with just position is something very close by. The use of the word us is at the end of the paragraph when God is talking with the cherubim. He uses the word us. So they say, so God was talking to angels. That is the next conclusion. Here you have experienced growth. So now this is according to Torah. So God is one and He's talking with the angels. Let us make man. But there is more to it. He is talking with the parents, the future parents. Once again, He is talking with their souls, the potential people. Let us make man. He is talking with them. He is talking with Ruth to make the Mashiach. Let us make man. He is talking with the reader, you. Let us make man. Because man, whatever God created, is not a final product. He has to grow. He has to become like God. So let us make man. God is giving you that project. It is the purpose of your life. When you understand it that way, now you know the purpose of life is to make a man who will imitate God. So what is exactly a man? Man is that image. And God doesn't leave open strings. So there is a statement just few verses later. God says, and God created man in His image, in His likeness, male and female He created them. From that we know what God wants. In potential, you have everything that is required to create a man. In potential, God created a man in His image, in His likeness. There is no us in that statement. So the first one is, okay, body, go do your work, create a man, think what a man wants to be, and gives a free choice. The soul has a different agenda. He wants to create something else. These two things gives a grand variation. You can now go out and create free choice, whatever you want. Some people, instead of creating with the material that God created and infused a soul within, go out and create an idol. Now that is wrong, right? He's saying, let us make a man. He's not saying you start from zero. I have already created from the dust and infused in him a soul, and you have to continue that job. So God was talking about making yourself into a divine kind of image. People go out and take mud and make an idol. Think about it. Bye for now. Thank you.